The Tomb Raider series has always been one of my favorites. First title I played was the Tomb Raider Underworld. Well, the first I finished. Underworld was the last title of the old generation. Then we had to wait for a while. Then at E3 2011, a new trailer for the Tomb Raider reboot came out.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me.
Tomb Raider came out on March 5th, 2013, and it became my favorite game. In this video, I will review the whole trilogy and try to answer the question, was it worth it? Tomb Raider tells the story of young Lara and her beginnings as a Tomb Raider. As the first title in the trilogy, it's the most linear one, and I like that more than more open world sequels. So we will go through core factors of the game: exploration, combat, puzzles, and story. Story in the first Tomb Raider. You follow Lara as she is looking for an ancient tomb of a Japanese queen called Himiko. And one night on the sea you encounter a storm after finding a promising island. So the story starts strong as always. But here the game holds it all the way from start to finish, and you do not need to backtrack all the time, only for parts and tombs. Puzzles. As for the puzzles, they are interesting, and some are even fun. Some are annoying, but they don't slow down the game at all. The more difficult ones are in the tombs, and you get skill points for completing them. Exploration. As for exploration, it's the best one yet. Throughout the game, you can explore more as you get new gear. So you can get to a place that was barricaded or blocked. You can use rope to climb to higher places, rip out the wood to open stash. Use shotgun to blast the debris. Most of the game you will climb, and for that you use a sickle. Sickle can also open some chests or can be used in other ways. So there is a lot to explore, and more will come in the sequels. Combat. As the shooting aim in the older Tomb was in the middle, they changed it in over the shoulder for the more modern audience. The new thing in the Tomb Raider is the bow. As for me, it's the best weapon because you don't need to look for ammo. You can just craft it. Yes, this game added a crafting system, from grenades to flame arrows, etc. Honestly, I like the story, and I love the Japanese architecture and story of Himiko. So it's a good story with satisfying ending. And in Rise of the Tomb Raider, you can even craft healing. AI of the enemies is not bad, but not great either. So you can easily play through the game in 10 hours or so, and still have a great time. Overall, Tomb Raider Reboot is a game that I can pick up and play more than once, because of its good story and good pacing. Yes, there are some flaws, but the game is so good that I can't remember them, so I give Tomb Raider 9 out of 10. Rise of the Tomb Raider. As the second title in the series, Rise of the Tomb Raider is the most favorite in the gaming community. For me, not so much. Visually it's much better and has the better gameplay compared to the first game. But thing is that turned me down was the map. You can do much more here, and for me it was little bloated, too much collectibles, and some sectors were shallow.
The Order of Trinity pursued the Prophet and his people.
Story. Unfortunately, the story is mid. I didn't enjoy it very much, but the Baba Yaga DLC was good. But that's all I can say. The characters themselves weren't interesting enough for me to get invested. I really rushed this one, so I could finish the game.
So what makes you risk so much to come here?
A divine source.
I know what you're looking for.
Exploration. For what it's worth, the world itself is fun to explore, and with added sprint mechanic and new gear and interesting locations, you will love the Himalayas and the hidden city of Kitesh, and more tombs to explore. The new thing in the tombs is there you won't get a skill point, but instead you gain an ancient skill. Puzzles. Puzzles here are the same. You can use rope and handle to make something move or break. There were some bad ones that I had to look for on internet for solution, but it was just badly placed thing. Combat. Combat is the same as in the first game, with a few things added, and still on some parts of the game. Makes you use stealth and speech, approach the strong enemies, but it was in the second half of the game, and only once you had to use your brain. In other way, it's just shoot the waves of enemies. So, is Rise of the Tomb Raider a good sequel? Yes, it's a good game with good combat and exploration, but with made story. So it wasn't experience I wanted. I give Rise of the Tomb Raider 8 out of 10.
Kill an unarmed woman? That would be cold even for you, Lara. Then again, I know why you haven't pulled that trigger. Shoot me, and my men will cut you down within seconds. It's the one thing they're better at than you.
Shut up, Anna.
Don't move! You have nowhere to go!
Jonah? The view up here is amazing. The hidden city must be near.
Laura, I made it through.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the final installment in this series, so I was expecting a great finale, and I was disappointed. The South American setting was good, but the story was boring, and a half of the game are side quests. Exploration. As for the setting, you go to Peru, and it's a beautiful place with lots of vegetation and animal life, and rich and fun tombs. I liked to explore them, so it wasn't that bad. Story. I can't say much for the story. It's there, but it's short and you can play through it below 10 hours. And if you just do main missions, but the ending is good and it's fine. Combat. The combat here is the best of all three games. It's faster and bow is much better. And you can use the stealth kill from the beginning. Puzzles. Puzzles are more complex and you must use brain power to solve them. So this title is much better than Rise, and I love the South American history, but the short story and multiple side quests make this game a bit boring. So I give Shadow of the Tomb Raider 7 out of 10. So, was it worth it? Yes and no. The games are so different from each other, and the story they tell is not interesting enough for me to tell you play all three.
Jonah, there's a mural
If you get
here.
this far in the
Shows a
video,
box.
thanks for watching,
Inscription
subscribe,
says,
and have a
"Silver
good day.
box of Isho.